Hello and welcome back for another edition of Tipsy Wednesday. I'm your host, Thomas, and with me as usual, Björn
Hello.
and Junior.
Hello.
And
Yeah, it's
Happy
me
New
also.
Year!
Happy
Happy
New
New
Year.
Year.
And welcome back,
Yes.
all of us and all of you, our listeners. What are you doing, Björn?
Popping a cold one.
I'm gonna
No.
join you on that.
I can say as much. It's an alcoholic beverage. It's a cider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm having a beer, and I can say as much as it's a Corona Zero, because it's non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
Because I'm turning a new leaf this year.
Yeah. One of your New Year.
Resolutions.
Is it
yeah.
even a New Year resolution?
It is, but
Yeah.
I did start
But you-
before New Year's. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I started sometime late last year.
You're ahead of the curve.
Yeah,
Or before the curve.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm still sticking with it. So I just did it like unofficially the last couple of months before Christmas. But now it's a New Year resolution to just keep drinking non-alcoholic. Even cutting down on my energy drinking, drinking.
Energy drinking.
Yeah. So yeah, trying to be
Do-
a bit more healthy this year.
Do you think because you did it kind of like in a non-announcement, stealthy way that it's easier to commit to?
I don't
You
know.
just
'cause
kind of started without like making a huge fuss about it, and then you're just stuck with it. Has
yeah,
it
I don't
made
know
it
because
easier, or-
I think the the problems will start when you join someone for a party and they start pushing on. Yeah, but just one drink. You can have one drink. You need some alcohol to cheer up more or something. Because when they're drunk, they don't see that you're happy either way.
Yeah, but it's part of the social culture. It's almost, it's so commonplace that it's almost, I wouldn't say mandatory, but it's more often than not social gatherings with grown-ups does involve alcohol.
But I figured if I'm going to someone's house for a house party or something, and there's drinking involved, I will just bring my own and I'll just remove the etiquette or something, and I'll just keep drinking those the entire evening, not saying anything to anyone.
Yeah.
Because then people
Yeah.
won't be bothering me with trying to push me to drink some alcohol. I think
Yeah,
the
and
stealthy
you'll-
way is just the way to go.
Yeah, I think so too. Because as soon as you make the announcement that you're not drinking alcohol, everybody just loses their minds. It's
What? You're not drinking alcohol? You need alcohol
like,
to have
like
fun.
you're some crazy person. It's
Yeah, you are.
like you're disregarding the you're taking into consideration the health benefits of not having alcohol. You're a crazy person.
Yeah. And then you
Meanwhile-
also get all the stupid jokes like drinking non-alcoholic beer. It tastes the same, but it's no. How is it? It's like going down on your sister. It tastes the same, but it just feels wrong. You have all those jokes, right? So
No. No.
but yeah, I will say that some non-alcoholic beers aren't as good as the real deal, while others are. It just depends, I think. So now I'm having the Corona Zero, and I think that's really good. So yeah, I'm sticking with it.
But the OG Corona is kind of a mild beer anyway. It's so it's
yeah, it is, but it's a beer I like. So
Yeah.
Also, Heineken is one of my favorites. So and they also have the non-alcoholic version. So
All right.
I will be
Making,
I will be drinking the known the known beers, just the non-alcoholic versions, and not buy into those that all have always been like non-alcoholic, because many of those aren't as good. I think.
Good for you.
Yeah, thank you. Shall we dive into some topics? Or Junior, will you start off this year with your little show and tell?
My little show and tell.
Is it a mini show and tell? Is it a proper one or just?
It's a mini one, but run the thing, because we did so when we had some mini ones earlier.
All right.
Oi, come on then. Show us something new.
Okay, little man. Tipsy Wednesday presents Show and Tell.
Yes, Junior, go ahead.
What am I going to show? What is a Steam Deck?
Handheld console, isn't it?
What is an Asus ROG Ally?
The same thing.
And now you're wondering, have I bought this?
Now I'm thinking, no, you haven't.
No, of course not. Because I have brought on my old PlayStation Vita.
PS Vita? What the fuck?
Hell yeah!
Do you get games for? Obviously not, but you have old games on it.
I have old games because the reason why I want an Asus ROG Ally is to play old games, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Why can't I just play the OG? So now, because it cost me less, right? So now I'm playing.
What's that?
You have to tell us what it is. It's some anime style game.
Persona 4.
Oh, yeah. Well, you
Yeah,
have to
so-
say it anyways, because this is a podcast, not everyone.
Yeah,
watches it on
okay.
YouTube.
So I am currently playing Persona 4 Golden on my PS Vita. I got about 20 hours in. I'm using
Nice.
a guide. Because I played this before. Spoiler alert, I played Persona 3, 4, and 5 before.
Yeah.
I finished 3 and 4. But now I'm using a guide because social links and such. And I actually have Persona 5 on my PlayStation 4, which I don't use, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I was like looking at the Steam sale because they had Persona 5 Royal on the Steam sale for like $30 for Steam. And
Yeah.
this is where my Rogue Ally link started, and right. Well, I'm going to spend $30 on a game. Maybe I will spend another $900 on a console to just play this game, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I own the game on my PlayStation 4. I could do some remote gaming with my PS4 or something, or just buy it again for the Nintendo Switch. I own a Nintendo Switch as well, so now I'm postponing my Asus ROG Ally buy.
You're gaining value out of your already purchased consoles.
Yes, and this
Yeah.
was like $30, and I'm like, I have looked it up because my main problem with the Switch is it runs bad.
Yeah, is not. We've talked about how some Nintendo Switch ports aren't as good as
Yeah.
the.
I feel
as
like the Nintendo gaming consoles, visually, technology-wise, they're like one console behind the other consoles, in a way.
Mm.
Yeah, but holy shit, the Vita, it's fucking good. It's OLED screen.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Back in
how old is that console? When did the PS Vita?
I think I bought this when I was apprentice, so 10 years ago.
It's
10
like it came out during the PlayStation 3 era.
Yeah.
Uh,
So it's
PS Vita was released in 2011.
10,
So it's
10,
13
14.
years old.
13 years old, yeah. That's that's a
Yeah,
lot. But at least it's not a PSP, though, because that's really old, isn't it? The first.
yeah, and I could play PSP games on this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's a different console, an even older one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
even older
PSP,
one.
PS Vita. Yeah.
For some reason, the Vita didn't hit the market as hard as the PSP, but the Vita is still a really good console.
Yeah.
I'm gaming on it, and Persona 4 is running.
I think you have a Final Fantasy game on that one that I want to play.
Yeah, the Crisis
Crisis
Core.
Core.
Crisis
No,
Core,
no,
yeah,
that's
isn't
on
it?
the PSP. That's
It's
on the PSP.
even.
Yeah, because I remember I borrowed the console from a friend of mine who had Crisis Core, and I beat the game roughly in a week just to give it back to him.
Yeah,
But-
because that game is on Steam now, and I will buy it there, and I hope the PC port is good.
Yeah, do you own a Switch though?
No, I stopped the Nintendo purchase after the Wii.
No, okay, because I played through Crisis Core on the Switch when the release came out.
Yeah, is it as good?
Yeah, but it's a fucking old game. Holy shit.
Mm.
You will run through it in like 10 hours or something, the storyline, and you will do quest for like 20 hours if you want to unlock all the
I know how I
The-
play a game with optional quests, so yeah, I will be
Yeah.
maxing the gaming time on that one.
yeah, but the quest on that game isn't really funny. It's just haha, watch my numbers go bigger and grind. So,
Another old
uh,
Final Fantasy game I really want to play again on PC is the Final Fantasy VII Cerberus.
oh holy shit!
Cerberus?
Because
You-
that was
but you-
Vincent
you-
is the main.
Yeah, Dirge of Cerberus, but
Dirge of
you
Cerberus.
Oh,
don't
that one.
you don't know what you really want because fuck, that was bad.
Yeah, no, I just remember playing it because I played through Final Fantasy VII, the original game. Then the Advent Children movie came out in like 2007 or something. And then the Dirge of Cerberus game came out after that, kind of continuing in the same style as the movie, with the characters and everything, only you follow a storyline for Vincent in that game. And it's a shooter, basically, I think. Yeah. Where you just meet the other characters, or they are just in cutscenes, but you don't have them
They
on,
got
on your team or something.
they got cameos. I remember the Cloud cameo because it's all in the end of the game, right?
Yeah, and he's driving his motorbike and everything from the, like, looking like it did in Advent Children, the movie.
Yeah.
but
from
yeah, I would like to play that game again, but it's a PlayStation 2 game, so it's so old. I don't want to dust off my old PlayStation 2 and hook it up, because I don't even have the TV doesn't have the ports to connect up PlayStation 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
I do have one of those doohickeys where I can plug it in and then connect it to the TV, but it's so much hassle, and the PlayStation 2 is so slow, and it makes a lot of noise as well. The fan, but it still works though. But
Yeah.
no, I
yeah.
don't want to play it on that. So I would hope they made a PC port for it, because they have done so with every fucking Final Fantasy game thus far in that the number series.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
do you think? I think that's a game that didn't gain much popularity. It didn't become popular enough to
No, probably
warrant
not.
a
Probably
remake.
not.
No, but Crisis Core didn't hit the main stage as well. It became relevant now because of the remakes, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But because the core storyline is the same, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, I think I haven't played it.
Okay, so I
Oh
don't
yeah,
really
yeah.
know.
The new Final Fantasy game, the remake is the same as the old. The story, yes.
Yeah,
It's about the same.
to a certain degree,
Yeah.
but I believe the start is the same. So Zack is still a character, right? So
Yeah, but
so
he's
that is
only
why.
a flashback character, isn't he?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's the main character of Crisis Core. So,
Yeah.
and a lot of the game is based. That's holy shit. They made a game based on a character they didn't know existed until they made him up, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, because Cloud is like poisoned and shit, and he doesn't remember who his really name is, so he thinks he lives the life of Zack, but he's Cloud, right?
I don't remember the story completely. No, Cloud
No,
and
but-
Zack isn't the same person.
No, but Cloud almost dies and then gets poisoned, and then he relives Zack's memory. He lives in his memory, so he thinks he's a first-class soldier. He was never a first-class soldier.
It's a deep story. It is.
Yeah, deep story, but play Crisis Core and you know.
Yeah. But I haven't, right? So the only and it's been years since I played the original Final Fantasy on PlayStation 1. But I do have the remake now, but I want to play Crisis Core first, and I haven't gotten that yet.
Well.
But yeah, it's all in there. I should watch Advent Children the movie again soon as well. After the games, though, because that's after the games.
Do we have more topics?
Yes, we actually have real topics.
Yes.
So, Björn, before New Year's Eve, you also talked about the game called Ready or Not, and you
Yes.
have now written that Ready or Not, you were wrong.
I was wrong.
What was you wrong about?
At the time when we were talking about Ready or Not, after it had just released its full release out of early access, at the time of recording our last episode, I had only been playing co-op with a friend of mine.
Yeah?
And one of the questions you asked, because I claimed this to be, or the whole community claims this to be the spiritual successor to the SWAT games, SWAT 4 in particular. In that, and you guys asked me if this was the same as the Rainbow Six, the original Rainbow Six games, where you had characters that had permadeath. If a character died in the mission, it was just gone. And I said, no, it isn't like that at all. However, the single player of Ready or Not is exactly like that. You have a team of soldiers, yes. That team, not soldiers, but police officers, special forces.
A squad of soldiers.
A squad of soldiers that have, if they die in the mission, well, you're shit out of luck. He's dead. And another layer they've added is mental psyche. What do you call it? Mental state, mental well-being of your
Squad. Teammate.
of your squad. If you seriously fuck up, or if you just kill a lot of people in general, their psyche will get damaged, and you'll have to send them to mental rehab.
So they added...
or in the case of, I've had this happen in my co-op sessions at least. I imagine if you go into this, there's one scenario where there's a school shooting. Right, and there's these bad guys in there, and there's obviously teachers and students in there. And the AI is so interesting because you face problems that you didn't know existed until you're put into that position. If you're walking in there blind, you don't know who's the enemy, you don't know who's the friendly students, and so on. And so on. You enter a room and there's a person there. You say hands up, and they hands up, and then they reach for their back pocket and flash something at you, something black, and you shoot them down because you think it's a gun. He pointed a gun at me, but in reality, you shot the student who pulled out his phone to take a selfie.
That's a dumb selfie.
Yes.
Why the fuck would someone take a selfie when they've been
Because
told?
people are fucking... They don't know the other person's perspective. A student today may think, hey, this is a cool shot. I take a picture of these SWAT soldiers rescuing us. While from the police's perspective, this is an unknown person pulling something out of their pocket and pointing it at them. Obviously, most likely a threat. And in the case where you just shot that student down, well, that would be a mental psyche. That would make someone, yeah.
So they added the Darkest Dungeons feature. The Dankest Dungeon.
Dankest Dungeon feature with permadeath? Yes, it's a
With
thing now, in the single player.
With permadeaths and psyches and
Yes.
reliefs.
Yes.
Okay. Do
And
you want to say
every
it?
2
do,
or 3.
do you want to say it? Say it. Say it to me.
I was wrong.
And and
And you were right.
thanks. Now
Sorry,
that's
was that enough for your ego? Was that-
yeah.
But in
it was just your game, and you were just promoting it, and you didn't play true game journalist.
the problem was both me and my friend was too excited to play that game that obviously when we both wanted to play the game, we didn't hop into the single player aspect. We just played the co-op aspect of it because we were both playing at the same time. So
Yeah, but would you say that the single player? I feel that is the right way to play it, right? Isn't it?
I think it is, yes. That's the go through the single player first, or just play a few missions in single player to get the. Well, you obviously go through a tutorial before starting anything off, where it just teaches you the basics of.
But the co-op doesn't have consequence, does it?
No. The co-op is very much just a sandbox experience. You just go in with your mate or other mates, squad companions, and you can choose whatever mission you want. They're all unlocked, and all of the weapons and everything is all accessible. In the single player, the only thing that's not accessible are the missions themselves. You don't go through a weapon unlock system or anything. The only thing you play in order are the missions. Once you complete this mission, the next mission unlocks, and so on. So it's in that way it's linear, and the police officers, they gain some kind of experience and unlock some type of traits, which makes them better at interrogating, better at breaching, better at certain things. But it's not the main focus. It's not a very RPG progression-like thing at all. No.
No, okay, because I remember the old had more unlocks, right? And that would be... I guess there will be mods to fix that.
You have access to all of the equipment from the get-go. You can... It's your task to choose the right equipment for the job at hand.
Yeah, but...
based on the briefing of the mission and so on. So
I would imagine it would be very funny to have an AA-12, right?
you have semi-automatic shotguns as well. It's the
Do you
weapon...
blow all the incense down?
Collateral damage is a real thing.
Do you blow down all the doors?
You can go in guns blazing, but chances are you'll get penalized for unauthorized use of lethal force.
You can do like Dolph Lundgren's character does in Expendables 1.
Yeah, but...
He comes in with a shotgun and he shoots a pirate clean in half or something. And he shouts afterwards, "Warning shot!"
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but since it... Because the multiplayer, that's right, you don't get consequence.
No, it's just a... And I think it's...
So
you can
what's...
play it in like a linear fashion where you start with the first mission
but
limit yourself and your party, but
that's not my point. My point is there's no consequence if you go guns blazing, right?
no. It's
No,
more
because...
of a sandbox, go have fun type of experience.
Yeah. I was really loving the hardcore experience with my mate, having consequences, having fallen comrades, having all that permadeath. Like
the single player experience in co-op, basically.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
that would be hard to pull off. If If there's
Nah,
20 missions available and your buddy dies in the second mission, you just go solo for the 18 next. It's
No. No, you fucking stupid man. You have a roster of people you can choose from, like in the old games.
yeah, but you don't choose a character. You play as yourself, and the other characters that progress with traits are your companions, your AI companions, your
Yeah,
AI
but
police
you,
officers.
you could have a roster, right? Let's say you get 20 lives or 20 characters, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
sure. I get what you mean.
Yeah, and then you play through the game and you get consequences. You get less money to buy ammo or to buy equipment if you do a lot of damage. I don't
But
know, just suggestion to make a hardcore FPS where if your
Well,
mate is like, fuck this shit, I'm going AATL, I'm killing every innocent I can see.
It is
Right.
it is pretty hardcore by the nature of things, and by the end of each mission, you get a score based on your performance.
Yeah, but that doesn't really matter, does it?
Yes, it does. It does.
For you, my personal score. Oh my, I got a
Not
piece
just
of
this.
me.
I can do better than this. I'm gonna do
Yeah,
the mission over again.
I can do it better.
No, not to spin the wheel on the same thing over and over. Speaking of AIs, though, AIs are the fucking future.
AI.
Okay, what AI news do you bring us this time?
Did you see? I think this was before Christmas, even the new digital Kiss band. Like Kiss has been immortalized now with their
Oh.
own 3D animated characters designed with and on the cast members. So now
Okay.
they can still have concerts with 3D and their songs playing like as if the band is on stage. Still
Hold
playing
on.
them. Just
Hold on.
made from technology.
Isn't the music industry very known for copyright laws and being very strict of using music and such? And now they're immortalizing and
Yeah, but it's Kiss is doing this.
Yeah, but isn't that
Uh,
copyright?
If
They're
they copyright
they're
themselves,
copyright striking themselves.
they will
Yeah,
probably still earn money just having put up the big shows with their new like 3D characters playing on stage, their music looking like them, everything. But that's one thing. They're still alive though. But did you know later this year Elvis Presley will have a concert in England?
The AI
VTubers,
3D version of
VTubers,
Elvis Presley.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
in the news today. I saw it's like Elvis is doing a comeback. The king of rock and roll enters the scene again. This time in a different form. It says.
In a digital form, very much so.
Yeah.
n-
So
now-
from November, it's possible to see Elvis Presley, known as the king of rock and roll, on stage again. The show is called Elvis Evolution. The show will show a digital Elvis in his natural size and everything. He will play his most iconic songs, do his moves and everything like he did on a British stage. Because Elvis never performed out of North America before. So, yeah, he's doing that now. ABBA has already done this earlier with the digital versions. And everything will be done by AI.
Oh god.
Yeah, but AIs are actually genius in this way because I saw Elvis Presley sing. The AI made the Elvis Presley voice and his singing style to play "Highway to Hell."
Yeah, okay, they're just using AI to make his voice, not the whole fucking show.
I don't know if
The graphics
the
thing,
graphics,
the visual part
it's
is probably just CGI generated and
Yeah.
projected on screen.
I don't think
or-
that are AI generated because then the
Yeah,
hands and
okay,
everything
yeah.
will be fucked up.
Yeah.
The details, but yeah, that will be made by CGI and stuff, and the songs will be AI generated. So they will actually not be just playback of his songs refreshed. It will be the AI actually singing. And if you go on YouTube and search Elvis Presley AI, you will find Elvis Presley singing Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. You will find him playing Highway to Hell, and a lot of these things. And some of them were actually quite good. Like they sounded natural. Or you can ish notice it could be a rip-off of Elvis Presley or something,
But it's
quite
this
cool.
very idea is different enough from a just direct playback of an original recording, because they could just set up a stage and do some CGI visuals of Elvis that they completely computer generated, and then just play the original song in a digital remaster.
Yeah,
But this AI singing is kind of different enough that I kind of get it.
I imagine they will build it like it will actually look like he is on stage, and he will then sing his most iconic songs like Elvis Presley did.
Because
And he will
because
get
the alternatives are, well, he's dead, so
Yeah.
obviously you can't get him on stage physically. So what are the alternatives if
Yeah,
you really want
that would be all
experience
the
again?
Elvis Presley impersonators you have seen for
Yeah,
years
yeah.
and all that. But this would be the closest thing you will ever come to a real Elvis Presley concert.
Okay, so are you guys
Hmm,
in or how's the verdict?
Would I participate in something if it was some artist I was like a huge fan of? I'm not sure.
I would say I like the idea, kind of. Because those who follow us on our Norwegian podcast know that this Christmas we had a Christmas quiz. And out of the 7 questions, I had 3 Elvis Presley questions. And there was a
Yeah.
reason for that, because lately I've been listening to a lot of Elvis Presley's best songs. And I really like them, because sometimes I get in the mood for like the 50s rock and roll, mainly when I've been playing Mafia 2, the game, and you listen to the late 40s and early to mid 50s rock and roll songs and stuff like that. I haven't played the game in a while now, but I still, once in a while, the songs pop up on my playlists because I listened to them earlier when I did play the game. And some of them really catches my tune. And I like Elvis Presley. So yeah, I could imagine going to this show if they did it in Norway. I wouldn't pay a ticket to like go to England, pay for the stay and everything, and then go to the concert. But if they had it in Norway, I would probably go and listen to it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, is it just dead artist or?
No, as I said,
Well,
Kiss have done the kind of the
Yeah,
same thing.
but would you go to a dead artist VR show or
Yeah,
Yes.
as I said, I could go to this Elvis Presley show if it was in Norway.
yeah, but
And
let's
he is
say-
dead for like 50 years now, soon.
Yeah, but you have someone you listen to who's still alive.
Like Kiss.
Like Kiss.
No, they are all.
They're old,
They're
but
old, but they're not
but-
dead.
But they're alive.
yeah.
And,
So if
they
they
did
put up
announce
the...
They did announce this was the last tour they were on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which they have done before. But if this truly is their last hurrah, then like physically, would you like then instead go to an
No,
AI Kiss show?
No, that's not my point. My point is,
What? Okay.
do you have an artist you listen to daily, right? Who's still alive?
not
That you
daily,
would want-
but I do listen to a lot of rock.
Someone that in the future, when they die, would you go to
Ah.
their AI concert?
No,
Is that what
no,
you mean?
no.
What do you
the
mean?
fuck do you mean? I don't get it.
If an artist like Bring Me the Horizon brings a VR show that's played everywhere, would you go to the VR show because they are still alive? They play good live. Rammstein.
I wouldn't,
you go
I
on-
wouldn't go to an AI-generated Rammstein show if Rammstein still plays as a band and do live shows.
Oh,
as
Yeah,
like-
yeah,
no,
that is my point.
No, yeah. Ah, yeah. So you're thinking they are having a live concert in one place, and you could go to a VR experience seeing the same.
No,
concert,
I'm just
or
I'm just
differently?
I'm just looking at this artist who can do concerts all over the world, right? And now he can do it 24/7 and make money from
All
it.
over the world at
Ah,
the same time.
Yeah,
Kinda,
24/7. Yeah, I imagine the artist will be get lazy and don't do live
No,
concerts
no,
anymore,
no.
and
Yeah,
that's just my.
now that I
So
guess what
s-
you mean, no. That would just turn out to be a fucking cash grab.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
and
agree
it
with
wouldn't
Thomas,
be good. But yeah, like this Elvis Presley show, because now
The alternative is
now
there
he gets,
isn't.
and now he gets introduced to a younger audience who might not even have heard his music before, except
Yeah.
a little less conversation, because I feel everyone has heard that song for some reason.
Yeah, I'm all for the dead artists that you cannot listen to anymore, but if they're still alive and playing good live music, and
That's
No,
Yeah.
that's going too far. Yeah, I agree with you there, Junior. But I'm thinking AI like this, in games where you can actually communicate. Like now we have games like Cyberpunk or something like that, where you in game have to listen to the character talk and you can choose a variety of answers. When we get where you can actually just answer whatever you like and an AI will respond to you and you can just talk back and forth with the characters throughout the games, that will be awesome.
They will just implement Chat GPT within
There's a
NPC characters.
there's a mod for that in Skyrim.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
You can add that to your companion.
yeah, you know how bad it is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
janky as fuck, but it's a start.
It's a
No,
start.
No, it's not just janky as fuck. It's janky as Skyrim was intended.
Yeah. but I saw someone playing with the fucking ChatGPT AI companion, and they had a hell of a time.
Yeah, it's funny, but it's not good.
No,
It's funny.
but having that refined and not made by the mod community, but actually implemented in the game, a real AAA game or something that is where it is really good. And I bet also at some point you will see the same thing in movies. Like imagine 10 years from now, Arnold
Holy
is 87 or something. They're doing a new Terminator, and they will still use Arnold, but they will use a new AI generated young Arnold to just do the role as Terminator.
Does he own the copyright
Yeah.
to his own visuals and style
Yeah.
of person?
Who owns
Yes,
it? If he's dead, how can he refuse?
No, but
Can he refuse a movie company to make a movie with his AI generated as a person?
Yeah, and
Hims-
imagining,
Can he take what
But wouldn't
legal
that
way
apply-
can he stop someone from doing that?
yeah,
Wou-
and what happens if a shady company gets a hold of Arnold Schwarzenegger's ID because let's say he had something massive, so he tanked, right?
yeah.
Like he was a pedophile or something, so no one likes him anymore. So his image is worth nothing, and then they make gay porn with his image. What can stop you from doing that?
But the same thing could be said with the Elvis Presley AI show that's coming up. Like
Yeah, but that
yeah, you would have to have the consent of the family. I think the
Yeah.
family would own the rights of Arnold in this instance. Then, so his family would agree that okay, he can be put in this movie because like the family would have to review the script
But
or something.
these, I
No,
think these
but
are,
it's-
as of now, these are laws that haven't been put into place yet
Yeah,
because this is
Yeah,
a
no, but-
problem.
yeah,
But
Yeah.
at
no,
some point in time, the technology will be there while the laws aren't put in place yet.
do
And
you
there will
know
be
what?
a gray zone.
No. There is law surrounding copyright law, right? And that is 70 years. Right now, the original Mickey Mouse is free, right?
Yeah, but he's 95 years old now, Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, but the original
But
movie.
but not Mickey
and
Mouse. It's
copyright-
Steamboat Willie.
But,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
copyright of material, but are you as a person considered something that can be copyrighted?
When you're older than 95,
Yeah,
copyright law doesn't.
yeah. Holy shit! So
These are the questions.
yeah, so you can use his voice. You can make Elvis Presley gay porn erotica.
Come on,
Well,
people
but
are
this
using
is-
Arnold's voice a lot in many medias, though. But
Yeah, but are they using his actual voice, right? I know they
no,
do
an
accents.
imitated voice. But yeah, his
Yeah,
actual
so-
voice, yeah. But
I will make a site that reads up Elvis Presley's voice, right? And he reads erotic novels or something. I will make bank of this.
and then they banged. Oh,
Or imagine Morgan Freeman. Oh, he was looking at that nasty ass.
No.
Staring.
yeah, no, there needs to be some laws put in place. But I imagine in a future not so very distant from now, we will have some form of AI or CGI implemented actors who are too old to do what they once did to do it in a younger version of themselves.
Bruce Willis.
For instance, yeah, because you could have him CGI made and then have an AI voice him afterwards, sounding like him. Because AI
Who
is
owns that CGI Bruce Willis? And who gains revenue from that?
yeah, but the,
Oh,
the AIs are amazing like that. I could, or we, the three of us, could sing a new intro song for Tipsy Wednesday made by AI.
Well, the amount of material, both voice and video of us, is enough for an AI to create both a visual representation and our voices to recreate it.
Yeah, but imagine.
So we could be AI recreated.
There are these AI programs that are turning like I saw someone made Frank Sinatra, the old singer from the 50s, 60s, or 40s to 60s or whatever, sing one of the new rap songs with slapping bitches and whatnot, and he had the like the old soft rock style, just singing that in his voice, and it was fucking amazing. And I imagine just having that AI to pick up our voices and just choose a random song, and like, how would it sound if the three of us sung that song?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious, but kind of terrified as well.
They did the same thing with Hitler. Someone
know.
had an AI generate his voice to sing Rammstein songs and stuff. But due to the poor
Source material.
source material, yeah, because you always hear the background noise or like different noises in the background when Hitler speaks due to the quality of the microphones and everything in the 30s and 40s. So that's also in the recording, and that destroys the fun of it, if you can call it that. But yeah,
We are living in a world.
yeah.
We certainly are living in a world, Junior. That's correct.
So
But
one
we're
last.
also living in a world where time passes quickly.
Yeah,
So-
I was about to say I have one last topic for the first episode of this year, and that is, what would be your reasons to only play a villain in movies? Björn, then Junior.
If I truly was a psychopath, a fucked up person, I could live out my real fantasies in a.
No, but if you
so,
now were an
my-
actor and you only wanted to play a villain, what would be that reason?
If what would be the reason?
There's
for
a
only
reason why
playing
I'm asking, and
villains?
I'm getting to that also. But
I'm not sure why.
No?
I don't want to be. No, I'm not sure. Just I'm just thinking back to the guy who played in Game of Thrones, Prince Joffrey.
fuck,
He
Joffrey.
played- yeah, like if
Yeah.
you are associated with the person you are playing, and if you only want to play villain roles, then I don't know. Do you like the consequences of being seen as a bad person? Is that something you prefer? No, I'm not sure why I would have a reason to only play
Okay.
a villainous character. No.
Junior, would you have a reason to only play villainous characters, except you just being you?
Vengeance, I guess.
Vengeance.
Yeah, play only. Well, it's the most difficult role to play, I guess. To play a
Unless
good
you
villain.
really are evil.
Yeah, a good villain, I
Huh?
guess, because the antagonist really put a light on the protagonist, right? You cannot have a good protagonist without having a good antagonist.
That is
The
true.
good person.
But
and
if
the
you
bad
die in the
person.
first movie and it gets into more movies, you can't be in the other movies unless they're prequels.
You can't.
Oh,
Yeah.
tell that to the Joker. Tell that to all of. No,
Yeah, actually, true.
yeah,
true.
but Avengers wasn't good. Infinity War was better, and all the others were elevated because of Thanos, right? So
Mhm.
you need a good antagonist to shine a light on the protagonist.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
reason I ask is because before Christmas or sometime before December, don't know what it was. I just saw the clip where Neil McDougall were having a speech. He almost always plays bad guys. He's this he's like this bit tall, blonde dude with blue eyes. He plays in Captain America, among others. He plays one of Captain America's friends, Dum Dum Dogan. He runs around with a shotgun and a huge mustache. He's actually a good guy in that, but he almost always plays bad guys, and he had a reason for this, and he told this because he was asked this, and he said on stage or at the podium, we had the speech that the reason he always plays bad guys are because oftentimes the good guy falls in love with the girl and he has to kiss the girl and stuff like that. And he's a Christian though, and he's married. He's happily married. And he says when he plays a bad guy, he gets to have a lot of fun on the movie set, shooting guys, killing them, and at the end of the scene, everyone gets up, goes home happy. If he plays a good guy and he gets the girl, he will have to kiss the girl. And he will know that when he leaves the set after the day, that he has kissed another woman than his wife. And he doesn't want his children to watch his movies and see him kissing other girls or other women than his wife. That's his reason to sticking with the bad guy roles, because he gets to have all the fun and he doesn't feel like he's cheating on his wife, even though it's a movie role and might be accepted, but like it's his principles in real life that keeps him playing the bad guy in movies or always taking on the bad guy roles. And I just found that a bit fascinating. I'm not a religious man myself, but
Can
You know,
stand by his choice.
I can understand his choice. Yeah, not wanting to kiss other people.
Yeah,
I mean, I think that's plus respect game.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's always more fun to play the villain, right?
It is, and he has had great movie roles as a villain. I think he played in Red against Bruce Willis. I think he was a bad guy in Red 1 or Red 2. So yeah, if you know who he is, you will spot him in many movies and TV shows and whatnot, and he's almost always the bad guy. And when he is a good guy, he isn't a character that saves the day and run around with ladies and anything like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I guess the bad guys are more interesting characters as well.
Yeah,
Like,
they
If
might
they're
often
done
be.
well,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. But holy shit. Did you see Arnold Schwarzenegger in Batman vs. Robin? He was having a laugh as Mr. Freeze, right? he was the only one.
the dinosaurs.
The Ice Age.
Yeah, he was just having fun. Just really fun.
Yeah, did you know that in that movie, George Clooney plays Batman, and his bat suit has nipples?
Yeah. You can notice the nipples. Yeah.
And that's the only movie where the suit has nipples. And George Clooney didn't know that wasn't supposed to be there. Like, he thought that was the regular thing. But he's the odd one out in this regard.
George Clooney was the nipple Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funnily
Oh,
enough,
man.
though, he plays a version of Bruce Wayne in the new Flash movie, or not so new now, but yeah, the Flash movie that came out last year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
does that.
but,
Nicolas Cage plays Superman in it, in a version of Superman as well. But yeah,
Well,
are your topic burning, Björn, or can it stand
Nope,
for last week?
nope. Well, we're over time already,
Yep.
so
So with that, I would like to thank all our listeners. And yeah, please do support us in the link below, because we have to pay up to keep going another year. Also, do follow us on all our social medias. The link is below. And yeah, goodbye.
adios.
goodbye.